We're streaming.
Oh, good. I'll stop making fun of you guys behind your back. Hi.
You're the meanest. Oh, darn it. I'm falling apart. Oh, stop it.
I'm giant. I'm like
back.
twice the size of you guys.
And I'm lazy. I'm just wearing my
sit up.
PJs.
No,
And I got out of the shower just recently.
I'll put my arm around you like we're dating.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's just take
Wait,
a couple
we're dating
minutes.
again?
We'll chill while people are
We're
arriving.
pretending that we're dating right now. What?
Oh, it's all been pretending. Oh, I
Yeah.
fell for it. I feel so silly. I was just gonna give him a few minutes
I
to
fell
kind of
for
come
her.
in. You know, we'll officially start, but this will be our casual warm-up time where we drink vanilla cokes and Kickapoo joy juices and whatever. I'll drink air.
Gross. Air is gross.
I have the freshest, tastiest air. I didn't even need a bottle
No.
opener for it. AJ Belly, what does that mean?
Huh?
You stretched.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? Like that. Yeah, and then my belly showed.
Yeah.
Gross. Don't look at that. Sick. I don't really have a belly. It's make-believe.
Maybe it's Maybelline. No.
Make
no.
belly.
No, stop
Big
opening
belly.
these can of worms. No.
It's too early for these terrible jokes.
It's never too early.
All right, tell us if you can hear us okay. Tell us if I clap in sync.
Oh my god, I hate YouTube.
Tell us how your day is going.
When is Enos 2 out?
Tell us what time it is where you are. Tell us any of those things.
When is Enos 2 out?
And we'll probably start answering questions
In a bit-
officially.
In a bit.
But when is Enos 2 out?
That'll be the first question.
Okay.
We will announce that, give everybody a couple minutes, but Absalom Fisher gets the first question, and the first question will be, when is Enos 2 out?
Go
I gotta get a
Absalom.
drink because my throat is like...
Ooh, my.
I love this channel.
Love.
Oh,
I love you.
what am I gonna drink?
Are you? Oh, there's a gray cat.
Oh, Grace.
Yay, you guys are good. Wah. We're good. Which means I'm good.
drink this legal for you.
I love you.
No,
I love you.
I'm gonna drink this one.
Oh, yeah. Hey. AJ,
What?
someone said you rule.
I rule? What do I rule?
I'm not. Well, probably random encounters.
Somebody really doesn't know very much about me if they think I rule.
Ew.
Oh, I have to show you guys this.
Oh, man.
So we bought a bunch of crazy like old sodas and stuff again, and this one reminds me of Fallout, and it's like Fallout's coming out. So we bought a bunch in red and a bunch in yellow. And I'm like, this is so cool. It's goody red pop. And
But when is Enos 2 out?
oh right, so we did say we were gonna start that. All right, well I guess we can officially start now. Hey Jay, I'm AJ. Kind of sick today.
Today, Jay.
Today, Jay.
Is that for being out in the wilderness?
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
was
might
filming Resident Enos 2, which we're about to answer questions about.
I'm Peter. I'm not sick today, which is nice. I'm a little stuffed up. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway,
We're all
I'm just
sick.
lazy.
yeah. I
Do you
love
have a
this
name or
Lucy.
something, or just
Oh, I miss Bird.
okay?
Hi, Miss Bird.
All right,
If you
never
don't
met
know
you.
me by now, that sucks for you.
Well, there are a number of new people probably joining us today. If you're new, welcome to Random Encounters. We do monthly live chats.
There's only 12 people right now.
Oh.
Most of those are probably not new.
I love this question that just keeps popping up that is not Enos related.
I apologize in advance for all of this, the sneezing and coughing and dying that I will probably be doing over the next hour. So
Hopefully by the end you'll just be dead,
hopefully.
so that there will be no more sneezing or coughing
There
or
will
dying.
be no more live chats at that point. There will only be dead chats then. So the first question that somebody had, and if you have a question, please put it in all caps, question, all caps, and then whatever your question is.
The question itself should not be in all caps, just the word question.
Right. Just put the word question.
Because we don't answer question, blah, 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 blah.
Because that's like you're screaming at us.
Yeah,
we
and
get
that's
sad.
annoying.
Yeah.
So just
It makes me sad.
question, blah, 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 blah.
It's very meticulously worded. First question.
Yeah.
When is Resident Enos 2 coming out? Anybody who hasn't been following the news on our social media, we are making Resident Enos 2. We've
November.
already filmed it. Oh,
Maybe.
that's not clear. It is unclear whether it will come out at the end of this month or the end of next month. It
We
will
are-
probably come out one or the other.
We're currently gauging our ability to actually complete it appropriately. It's I just finished the rough assembly cut of it last night, and it clocks in at about 12 minutes.
So there is a cut that exists, and Maker and Disney XD people have seen it now, or should have seen it by now. So yeah, we bumped that up. Originally, we were like, oh, it'll be out in 2016. It's out this year still. It seems to be that it will come out this year for you guys.
Definitely.
So that's the good news. And for anybody who wants to see more updates, I guess go check our Instagram, check our Twitter. We've been sharing like tweets and photos and stuff like that from filming it.
Disney yelled at us for sharing too much.
Yeah, they were like, you guys maybe should.
One of the videos is still on my Instagram.
You should tone
I didn't
back
take
on
it
the
down.
And one of the
teaser
videos
stuff.
is still on our Facebook.
Both of them are.
All right, so if you go find us on other social media stuff, I tried to take them all down. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that we were taking video of us filming it and stuff. So it was a little bit much.
Yeah.
And Disney called
Peter's
us
a
on it.
bad influence. He told me to go take those things.
Peter just like wants you guys to watch it as soon as possible. He's
It's
like,
true.
let's just film all of it while we're filming it.
I've been a proponent of trying to do a live stream while we're filming
Yeah.
something one day, but
But
it's,
I hate to lose the spoilers because
Yeah,
we're very
yeah.
story driven, like with most of our
It's true.
videos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are
So
we gonna address this question that just keeps popping up? It
which-
makes me angrier
which
every time
one?
I see it.
is it the one that keeps popping up?
Yeah.
it's you know it's gonna keep popping up even after we answer it,
I
right?
know, but
Yeah, unfortunately, probably every 5 minutes we need to answer this one again. All right, let's go ahead and just bite the bullet right now.
I've got a better idea.
Yeah.
You guys keep on
Oh,
talking.
you're
Are you gonna put it in the
type it
bulletin?
someplace.
I'm gonna type it right on the screen.
That's a good idea. All right, so Peter is about to tell you guys that FNAF Night 4 is filming, I think, this year still, but we don't know when it will be out. The problem is everybody got a lot busier recently, and so while we're making Resident Evil 2 with Markiplier and with Dodger, we've had to sidetrack FNAF because FNAF was less time constrained. So I don't know when it's going to be out. I don't know if Night 4 is going to come out in December. I don't know if it's going to come out in January. We have to film it still. And in order to film it, we need to have time from Mark, and we need to have time from Nate,
I
and
don't even know
possibly
if
time
Mark's
from other
coming
people.
back.
And
It's
that's another
unclear
thing we need to
now.
reconfirm because Mark has a really busy schedule. So I can bang on his door and I can call his phone as much as I want. It doesn't mean Mark will materialize in front of me and be like, let's film Five Nights at Freddy's the musical.
You can Photoshop him though, right? You can do that.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, okay.
But I hope you guys respect that and understand that I cannot force other people to make time for our videos. I can't do it. Especially not people like Mark who have so much going on and doesn't need stuff from us.
Yes.
So I know that's what you guys want. I know you want it now. I can't provide it unless Mark is like, hey, let's just film it right now. So know that that's a thing. We're still doing it. And probably Night 4 and Night 5 will come out together. So
Yes.
you'll get several videos at once when it does come out.
Yes. And now I have put on the screen FNAF Night 4 is filming this year but is delayed due to Mark and Nate's schedule.
Thank you. All right.
And
so
Mudpat?
That's not.
pop new can of worms. Just dump them everywhere. Just throw the worms everywhere.
Whoops.
I don't know.
I ruin
know.
things.
All I
It's
know
cool.
right now is just worrying about
Just means more
Night
hype.
4 and whether or not Mark will be in it, whether or not Nate will be in it, and when they'll be in it.
Yes.
So I wish I could give you guys a solid answer and say, yeah, next week. I can't. I don't know. I will keep contacting them and try to find a good time for us all to do this, if everybody's even willing to do it. If any single person decides they don't have time to do it anymore,
It will take more
I have to go
delays.
rewrite the entire thing. So
Yep.
know that I've been writing in a certain direction, and we have to we have to tear the script up and throw it out and start over again, or we have to find somebody else to replace one of them.
Yes.
And I don't think you guys want anybody replaced, but if you do want us to take somebody out, that's too bad for you because I don't want to. And I'm the casting
I
director.
don't like the guy who plays Purple Guy. He's mean in real
Oh,
life.
okay. Yeah, we can take Purple Guy out. That's okay. Purple Guy's a jerk. All right. You guys hit another one. I got to blow my nose.
Are Peter and Miss Bird married?
That's Mrs. Bird. I'm not Mrs. Bird.
Oh,
I'm
that
just
is
Miss
Mrs. Bird. She
That's
is
how
just
you know
Miss
I'm not
Bird.
married.
Yeah.
I'm just Miss Bird.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you become Mrs. Serena Boston?
No, I would
No,
become.
he might be Mr. Stransky. You
I
don't know.
might become Peter Bird.
I was gonna say Peter Bird would be fun.
I like Peter Bird.
I think that's what should happen.
Well, then you have your own little last name.
So I'll be Peter Bird and you'll be Sparrow Stransky.
That makes sense.
Let's see here.
Also, we don't like marriage, so we're not going to get married. Wait.
Fair. Question: you tweeted that something happened to Mark's back. What happened?
Good question. Good question.
Would you like to explain?
as the person that he carried across
Without-
the stream 5
Oh, well.
times. I don't have to explain more than that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
fair.
All
That's
you need
fair.
to know is that there is a scene where Mark has to lift me,
Really? Is this
and
how
he had
this
to
thing
do it
broke?
a number of times.
Really?
Sorry, our cats are doing stupid things.
Yeah, I think that's how it is.
Oh my god! Look at the screen! Read the screen! Don't ask about FNAF Night 4. I
Okay,
answered it
Peter?
on the screen. I'm
Peter?
sorry, I got really...
No. Peter, you have to tell them to refresh because if they don't refresh, they're not going to see it.
No, it's literally in the stream.
Yeah, I know. They might not know that.
No, it's the video is
Oh, you
playing.
mean it's embedded?
It's embedded in the video.
Okay, I got it. Never mind.
So that no one would have to refresh.
I'll tell you what.
Peter, they might be illiterate. You don't know.
They just wrote on the...
I also believe
might be
people
like
will ask
dictated.
anyway because people will believe that they can get more information out of you than whatever the line is. Unfortunately, I think very few people will actually take that as the official answer. And like, well, if they say something about it, they'll be like, oh, and here's the date or here's the person or whatever. Yeah. Like I said, probably every 5 minutes we have to remind you guys.
Okay. All right, let's roll back. Okay,
Yeah.
so Markiplier back is you were being carried. Go.
That was about, I think that's all that
Oh,
they need to
that's
He
do.
it?
was carrying
The
AJ
fact
on
is,
his back.
Mark and I weigh about the same, so it's like Markiplier carrying a Markiplier, and doing it over and over again. And he was a trooper about it, so it was kind of dangerous. I wasn't, and you'll see why when the video comes out. But he honestly couldn't see where he was going, and he had to carry basically his own weight a second time. And when we were stepping on, we're kind of weight sensitive, so it actually is like a scarier scene than I think what it looks like in the video.
Like, it's probably something that should never have been done.
No, but you know, Mark is really good about doing things that shouldn't be done. Like, it's hard to tell Mark something is too dangerous and we shouldn't do it. Like,
When we got on set that day, we were like, we don't have reception, and not everyone actually made it to set.
So he climbs a hill
he was like, well, maybe there's reception on the top of the mountain.
and he starts bounding up the mountain.
It's like a 50-degree slope or something.
yeah, he's going up a slope like that, and he's just like scrambling. And we're like, okay,
He
I
had
hope
a
Mark
really
doesn't
amusing
die because
crab
this is gonna be
walk.
really,
That
really
was
scary
fun.
if he just comes falling back down
He
the
was
hill.
very adept and skilled at doing that. I was impressed. So yeah, that Mark was fun. Anyway,
I love my PJs too. They're warm. They have panda on 'em.
I love
Wear.
her PJs too. There's some-
If you have a question about Five Nights at Freddy's, please make it a specific thing about the story or the characters, not about when the videos come out. Because we will answer questions about the characters and
Yes,
things like that.
yes.
But we're not going to touch any more of the release date because there is not one. There is not a release date for FNAF 4. And I'm sorry, I wish there was.
Yeah.
Because it'd make my life easier because I wouldn't have to answer questions or not answer questions about it. And we also answered the Resident Enos release date as well. That's either going to come out the end of this month or the end of next month. It will be out in 2015 still. So it would seem. Other questions?
Also, if you're just coming in, remember type question in capital letters and then ask your question so that we can better sort through questions versus just people talking.
Emily had a question about who took pictures of Mark on the hill. I know I took some. You took some video,
I took
right?
some video that's going
Yeah.
in the bloopers.
I mean, Mark, now that's the thing is he had some on his own like Instagram and stuff. I don't know if those were down at the bottom. so I took
Jordan-
those.
Jordan took those.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he gave his camera to Jordan for that. All
I
right.
tracked him with my camera. I was like, I'm gonna look at you because I have the best lens right now.
Uh-huh.
So I just followed him up.
All right. There was a question. I missed the person's name. I suppose I can scroll to see it. Come back. Oh no! Apparently I can't. There we go. Who voices the puppets in FNAF?
The
That's
puppets
Gracie
voice
Sue.
themselves. They're alive.
The puppets are
Creepy.
alive. They do their own voices.
The
Well,
puppets are alive.
that's
With
an
the
excellent
sound of
question.
music.
Peter, you voiced one of them.
I did voice one of them.
I voiced one of them.
I voiced Springtrap.
Okay.
I was just kind of screaming.
I did Bonnie's voice. Bonnie talks kind of like this.
And David King, who works with us a lot, did the voice of Foxy, which is all the da 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 da.
I was supposed to do the voice of Chica, then Sarah Williams came on board.
Sarah Williams
Not
does
complaining.
Chica. Yeah,
She's
she
much
does a good
better than
job.
I am.
And Xander Mobus, who is the announcer from Smash Brothers, he did the voice for Freddy. So
I feel like Sarah and Xander kind of come as a package at this point for every.
kind of, and yet I was thinking about
Nuh-uh,
using
she did
Xander
Cute
for
on
something
My Kid all by
specific.
herself.
I know, and he did Spy, but like,
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
Are any of you classically trained singers?
No.
Yes.
Well, yes, she is.
Did you see the animation I made of FNAF 3?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that one, Potato.
Sorry.
Potato-mations. Might have to email that to us or something, because I remember. We'll just go through, I guess. And Triforce Collector wanted to know if we have any other YouTubers in mind or planned for more FNAF musical stuff.
Not FNAF
I'm
Night
gonna be-
4, but...
I'm gonna answer a door with a mustache and go wee
Yes.
Well, I know a guy. It's this one right here.
wee.
That's not a guy.
Um,
I don't know why Nate talks like Mark now. That's not a guy. That's my Nate. He talks basically
nice.
like Mark.
That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, we don't... For Night 4, we don't have anyone extra specific, but there is a potential for a different YouTuber that may have been mentioned earlier in this stream.
Yes.
That's all we can say.
Yeah, I think so. We have talked to a couple people other than the people we've talked to, but other than the people that were in it, we've talked to a couple extra people you haven't seen
Big Cat,
so
oh
yet.
my.
But no plans
Getting
necessarily
very
to add
close
them
and
yet.
personal right there.
What was the first? This is an Angie Forever question. What was the first video that you did with Nate Wants to Battle?
We're on our way. First day of class.
That was the
junior
first
trainers.
one. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
That was the first one.
Uh-huh.
That's
Pokemon University.
Unless
Which we're all
unless
know
Magikarp
you're
happened
in.
before that.
He wasn't in that technically.
Well, I know, but or the
Oh,
Pokemon.
he did. Yeah, he asked us to be in one, but I don't remember.
I don't remember the timing of that.
Yeah, I think we were in Pokemon University together first.
I think so.
Yeah, we appeared in one thing on his channel as well, but. And fun fact, we're actually asked to help sing the chorus parts for I'll Make a Mon Out of You, that animation from Mulan that uses Pokemon that he does like the main singing voice for. We were actually asked to be part of that chorus, and we just lost track of it and didn't get our voices
Which is a
in
shame
time.
because that one's a really fun
Ow!
one.
Yeah, it did. It did really
I love
well,
you too,
and it
but
was well made.
Jesus,
so.
ow.
Big kitty.
I Stinky Pig.
I feel ya.
Who is your favorite Smash Bros.
Said it
character?
like-
To play or as a character?
It doesn't specify. I Stinky Pig doesn't care. What do you think?
Okay. I made Yoshi because I suck.
This blue lady.
She's pretty good.
You like this blue lady? That's fantastic.
Actually, I don't. I just said it because
Okay.
it was funny.
Fair. It was.
I might go with Pikachu as like a person to play as, but I don't know. There are some. I usually use the random button every single time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you do.
Ice climbers.
Elizabeth, question: are any of you classically trained
We already
vocal
hit that.
singers?
Yes, I am.
The end.
You guys answered that one
Yeah, we did.
today.
Yeah.
Just now,
Oh.
Yeah.
like 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then we talked about Smash Bros. Instead.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like
didn't
that.
answer it.
Well,
no.
I answered it for
Oh, all right.
for you. Question: pancakes or waffles?
Really good question.
I'd much.
T-Dark.
I feel like falafel is the right answer.
Waffles.
I would go with pancakes.
Waffles.
But
Ooh,
waffles are more
ooh.
consistent for me.
Like, okay, I don't like Belgian waffles, but the
Those are the good ones.
nice small ones that are like crispy and
What?
stuff. And when you put bacon and cheese in the batter, oh
This is
my
the guy
God.
who likes his bacon burnt, okay?
I don't understand.
So
Belgian
good.
waffles are like
It's-
where it's at.
no,
Belgian
they're
waffles
not.
are the reason I
No.
hesitate now to say pancakes. I've always been a pancake fan, but Belgian waffles like changed my whole world.
I like crepes, to be honest.
Just
Those are
believing
delicious.
in magic. AJ, how is it becoming Enos again? Those pants are very tight. I hate putting on, like, I never wear pants. I don't wear pants. I wear shorts as much as I humanly can get away with. And when I do wear pants, I wear, like, you know, the baggier kinds of pants. Not the ones that, like, fall down your butt, but the ones that, like, have, like, space in them. And so I hate tight pants, and Enos wears very tight pants.
Also, every year AJ and I get a little older and a little fatter.
Yeah. So that stings too. I'm like, I should have gotten younger and thinner if I wanted to be Enos. So
How do you get younger?
I don't know. But Enos, like, he acts young.
He does act young. I
We
mean, he's
look-
406 years
Fine.
old.
No, other way.
604.
604, sorry.
Yeah, he's 604
I
years old.
missed
So
200 years.
I'm actually very young trying to play Enos.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty old. It's fun though. I
That's
like
very
that
progressive
character.
of us. A very progressive casting choice.
Yes, Castaway's so young. Oh, he can play it. Yeah, I like playing Enos, but mostly because I like how that character works with the other characters. It will not be fun to play still if we don't get to work together with Mark and Dodger, I think. Because they're like what sell that relationship. You guys would not watch or enjoy, I think, a video just about Enos, but you enjoy seeing him work with other people.
I sure don't enjoy seeing just about Enos.
Indeed.
I'm assuming this is a FNAF question from Hatsune Miku. Will any of the new characters in the 4th game be involved? I assume you're talking about FNAF 4 and whether or not we're going to put any of them in future musicals. I don't think anybody from the 4th one specifically, the 4th game. But we have talked about Balloon Boy joining the cast because I feel like that's one character that we haven't referenced at all. So Balloon Boy should be part of Night 4. And that's pretty much it right now.
More comments below, like what?
Lots more.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like
say.
they just keep on going and going. We're very far behind. Okay, I've seen this twice. Will you be making another Batman video?
K-Cat Williams asked that one.
Probably.
Probably at some point. We're done with Batman for now, but he'll probably pop up on our radar again later. That's my guess.
Yeah, Batman just
no
kind of comes
guarantees.
and goes as he pleases. But
Jacksepticeye is not from around here.
yeah, so it's hard to work with people that are not very close by. Obviously, he can do green screen stuff, but I don't even know if he can sing, to be honest. I assume he can because a lot of YouTubers are shockingly
He's
good at
British.
this.
A lot of
Fair.
British people can sing.
Nice.
I mean, look at Ben.
Fair, but that's a different kind of British. He's like British. He's like English British rather than like Irish British.
Irish British, English British.
How
I
do you
feel like you have
become
to say-
Irish British? What is that?
Well, he's Irish.
He's
but
Irish.
Ireland is part of the United Kingdom, so I'm not sure whether you can say British or not.
I don't
I
think
thought
you
he
can.
was in England.
No.
People keep correcting me every time I
He's
say
Irish.
No,
He's Irish.
No, every time I'm all like,
He's Irish. People joke about being a leprechaun all the time. He's all like, top of the morning to you.
see,
Like, he always starts like that.
I asked, is he Irish? I get corrected, no, he's British. When I say he's British, I get corrected, no, he's Irish.
I feel like I've corrected one or both
So
of you like
he's
literally
both.
every day.
So okay, we can agree that Jacksepticeye is not American.
He's not American.
No one can be American. Except the Murgods.
You're
By the way,
American.
Random Rainbow has a great suggestion that we should make a Miss Bird plush with a string that you can pull to make her go, wah.
Nice,
He would buy it. Or she.
Yeah.
outstanding.
All right, let's see. Will you make a Kingdom Hearts musical? Asks Buck Dash Gaming.
Nope.
Also be caught up.
Oh, good job.
I was supposed to start playing Kingdom Hearts this year so that we could actually write something, but there's a lot of games and we got kind of busy with a lot of projects. So I haven't played Kingdom Hearts still, actually. Did you play Kingdom Hearts? Did you play?
Sort of.
Okay.
I watched my friend play Kingdom Hearts, so
Oh,
sort of.
sometimes that counts.
I was in the same room, and then he like gave me the controller, and I was like, "This game sucks." And now people are
Oh
gonna
my.
come to my door with pitchforks and try to kill me. But
Probably.
hey, it's a
That's
good,
what I
it's a good storyline. I just don't like the game mechanics. I just don't. They don't do anything for me.
True.
I should correct that. I like the story of the first game. After that, it sort of gets convoluted and messy, and then I'm just like, I'm done. I don't care.
Question from Tall Blonde Gamer. What is your spirit animal?
Sloth.
He's Christian. He doesn't believe in that stuff.
My spirit animal is Pikachu.
Oh, he believes in that.
It's actually Clefairy.
Oh,
Clefairy is my spirit animal, I think. Do you have one?
No.
A sparrow.
A sparrow. A bird. Question from Megan S. Are you going to change Springtrap's puppet for FNAF Night 4 or are you going to keep the green? We are going to keep it.
Already talked about like changing his color like before we shot FNAF 3. We're not changing the color.
We settled on just leaving him green because he's more vibrant. He stands out better. As you can see, even though he stands out better, he matched the balloons to burst through in the third one stuff. I kind of like the green. So I don't
And most
think...
importantly, we don't like to break continuity on our channel whenever
Yeah.
possible.
That's why we got Mark and Dodger wigs.
Yeah, people, that was actually a good question that we might as well address now anyways.
Sure.
I was still answering the other day, why did you get them wigs? Why have them wear wigs? I'm like, because Mark's hair has only been pink for about 2 months. You guys realize that, right? Like, he's been on YouTube for years, and his hair has always been the same, like, black, dark brown kind of color.
Imagine, if you will, that you're going to a movie theater and it's the new Avengers movie or some popular movie
And
or
Iron Man
whatever.
comes out in a tutu, and you're like,
You're
when did
like-
that become his costume? And it's like, oh, Iron Man, not Iron Man, Captain America, whatever.
it would take you out of the storyline. No,
Yeah,
like
you'd be
Iron Man
like,
did it too.
I'm trying to
No, even if no,
rectify this.
maybe because that seems reasonable because he's weird and whatever. But what if Hulk changed colors? Like when he got angry,
All right,
he was like
turns blue
vibrant
instead.
pink or something. You'd be like, why is he pink? This is infuriating. It would take you out of the story. So we try to make it, continuity.
If you
accurate.
could imagine, comic book fans would be outraged about. They get outraged about everything. So changing something kind of like that and going like, well, people will just buy the fact that now the Hulk turns blue instead.
Right.
It's not. That's not. You can write in a line and say, "Oh man, the Hulk fell in some weird acid and now he turns blue instead of green." You could have Captain America announce that or something at the beginning of the movie, and everybody would, "Oh, okay, I guess he turns blue now." But the entire time, the audience is gonna be thinking it's kind of BS. Like they just made that up to explain why they didn't want to make him green anymore, and I don't know why they didn't choose to make him green anymore. So when we get the same opportunity, like, oh, we could just say Mark's head fell in a vat of acid and it came out between videos. We didn't see any of it, but it fell out and now he's got pink hair. It's like,
it's what the book said to do.
yes, you can write something in, and you're all very creative for coming up with those reasons for us because we've gotten a lot of them. That said, though, I don't think any of those answers are as good as just going, his hair is the same color it normally is, because it's very unlikely that he just dunked his head in a bucket of acid in between our videos.
Though out of all three of them, Mark... No, it would be Dodger who would do that.
Well, it's most likely he'd fall in a thing of like...
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because Mark just has the worst luck on
Most people
he
didn't
does.
realize she was wearing. Don't.
If you guys...
Cats, you're creeping me out.
Anyway, most people didn't realize that Dodger was even wearing a wig,
Yeah. So...
but she was because she's platinum headed right now.
We've talked about if Mark is still doing FNAF musical stuff with us, leaving his hair pink, though. Because that... Whatever.
We have-
you guys are here to watch him in FNAF.
Exactly.
So I do want to make sure that everybody knows he has pink hair still. He didn't dye it back or things like that. Like he likes his pink hair.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I got so passionate
You
about
really
that.
did.
I get passionate about the continuity and people trying to rewrite it so that they can have different things. Question, what is your favorite character you've got to play or sing for?
Oh, man. My favorite character to sing so far... Oh, crap. May have been the medic. I mean, it's really hard because I'm really bad with voices, but I just like the medic's character a lot, and I like singing his songs. They're really fun. I don't know. I don't quote me on that because next week it'll be something else.
You almost exploded there.
Sorry.
Oh, Dodger changed her hair to blue now.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
she just changed her hair again.
Yes, but while she was on
It looks
set,
really good.
it was silver still.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it
was
looks
still
really good.
yeah.
No matter what, though, it was not the color she had before, so we had to get a wig for that.
Oh, the DIY. Before we answer the other questions.
Okay. I know what you're trying to. I don't know. It was supposed to be until Saturday, so I don't know what's
Oh,
still
okay.
going on.
Never mind. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you guys can check it out really quick because I know that they're still doing an Extra Life like live stream thing today too. So I don't have the link. I don't know how to send them to it.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Never mind.
There is supposedly
look on our
going to be-
Facebook page. Scroll down on our Facebook page, and you'll find a video about FNAF puppets.
If you have a question about how to make them, there's supposed to be a DIY video about how to make the puppets coming out later this month on Michael Ledoux's channel. Who made them? You can find his, I think, YouTube channel from the FNAF musical video description. If you want, he's giving some away. The catch is that you have to donate to Extra Life, which is a children's hospital foundation that involves gaming. So, if you want a FNAF the musical inspired puppet for free, you could win one, and he may give out several depending on how much he raises. The best way to find him is go to FNAF the musical, look in the video description for the puppeteer, Michael Ledoux. It will say puppets made by, or like thanks to Michael Ledoux for building the puppets or something like that. Go find his channel. You should see a video on there about how he's giving away FNAF puppets. I really feel like we should just find the link and send it on here or something. No, we'll do it after the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you guys are interested in trying to win a free FNAF type puppet from the guy that made all of ours, you can do that if you wait till the end of the chat. We'll post the link for you.
Yes. So I've answered my question. Sparrow, what was your
What?
favorite character to voice or play?
I get a bunch of crappy characters, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh. Oh.
I never get the cool ones. The cool ones he always gives away to more popular YouTubers. It's sad.
What about PC? Did you like PC? No? Okay.
That was okay.
How about Wii U? No, you didn't play Wii U. PS3, PS4.
No.
No. Okay. Darn.
I think one of my favorite characters to voice is always Ganondorf. Because Ganondorf is like so much fun to like, you can yell and you can scream and you can be really mean to everybody without being apologetic about it.
Probably Harley Quinn.
Oh,
That's
right.
the
That's
only
pretty good.
one
That makes sense.
I got to like voice and sing and act
Yeah.
or whatever. It wasn't just like a little,
No,
here's a quip and
that's
that
a good
was
one.
it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Joker, but like the makeup. In fact, that's the problem.
Oh, the Zubat.
That's the problem with Ganondorf too. I hate doing the makeup. Ganondorf's makeup is terrible. His whole
always-
costume is kind of like I hate
He's
putting
like-
that much on.
I hate
So-
him. I hate him. I just want him to wear Ganondorf and be Ganondorf all the time. He's like, no,
It's
make
such a
it sense.
pain in
I'm
the
like,
butt.
but it's so good.
See now, by contrast, I think Clefairy is one of my other favorites because
Oh.
Clefairy is always different, but always still kind of cute and fun to put on, and there's like no makeup involved or anything. So that's kind of fun. But I never do any voicing or things like that for Clefairy really. So Ganondorf would be the best if he didn't take so much darn like makeup and stuff and get it all over everything.
Well, clearly we just need to dump you in a vat of acid so when you get angry, you turn green.
Right.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay. That's good.
And my hair turns red.
No,
There you
that
go.
was.
He fell in a
didn't
vat of
fall-
acid, became Ganondorf.
Sparrow Hulk did not fall in a vat of acid to become the Hulk.
I know he didn't.
He was
Gamma
hit by
radiation, man.
gamma radiation.
I know. Okay, we were talking about him falling into a vat and turning a different color.
Yes,
so
way to do
shut
that.
up.
I
I love you.
love you too.
All right, Absalom wants to know: can the cat ever wear the towel on its back as a cape?
That
It could. We're
I
not
think you need
gonna
a
do it.
washcloth.
Sorry.
Towel
yeah,
would be too big.
washcloth would be better.
FNAF World Musical asks Capia.
Who knows? We'll find out, I guess.
The game looks kind of fun, and I like that Scott Cawthon is using them as protagonists now. Like, oh, let's make them cuter and make them the good guys. I'm like, we did that first. But seriously, I think that's the direction he was already leaning. I think he was like looking for ways to use them because everybody likes them, even if they're the bad guys in the games. And obviously that's debatable too. But at least from the first one, you would assume that all the animatronics are there to kill you, and that makes them evil.
Oh, baby cat.
So I like that he's making a game where you're like using them as your teammates on the party, and I like that you can actually say Freddy Fazbear is like a hero now and stuff like that. So FNAF World, we'll see. I'm sure we will be tempted at least to do something for it, given that we're still doing the rest of the series. Other questions?
Sorry, I like this cat a lot.
What was the biggest screw up? Or what was your,
Your
biggest,
biggest
screw up
screw-up
ever?
ever.
Asks Sky the Fox. I'm assuming we're talking about in the videos on Sunday.
Working on Needle Mouse. Oh! That was our first musical together
Oh, okay, bye.
for Random Encounters, and I was making a joke that Random Encounters is my biggest screw up.
Biggest screw up ever.
I mean, mine probably is Arkham.
Yeah, it wasn't so much a screw up though, was it?
Well, it may have been. Like, I've always claimed that unexplained errors are probably operator error. And
You do say that, yeah.
And usually I'm right about that because usually I find out the answer to
Yeah.
the question and it turns out it was operator error. So most likely whatever happened on the set of Arkham where all the footage, half of the footage disappeared from all the computers and cards, most likely that was my fault and therefore that would be my biggest screw up. But I fixed it, so way.
Darn.
I'm perfect. I never screw up.
I'm trying to think.
Moving in with us.
Darn.
No, that was
I know.
that
There
was
has to be
probably
a
the
good one,
best
but-
thing.
I know.
That was a great decision.
Well, the fridge just turned on. It's in your audio, and I was gonna get up and turn it
that
off.
was a good one.
And then I realized that this week I had a pretty big screw up where while we were recording Mark and Dodger, I turned the fridge off so it wouldn't get in the recordings. And then I didn't turn it on for about 48 hours. So a lot of our stuff was like melting everywhere. And Miss Bird was like, our fridge is broken. I'm like, what makes you say that? She's like, the way it's just melting everywhere. And I'm like, oh no, I just turned the fridge off. I'm like 2 days ago. 2 days ago I turned it off. So
So that happened.
I don't think it's probably my biggest screw up, but it's a very recent one. So let's go with that.
That's a pretty good one.
I'm sure I've made worse.
Yeah.
Tetris Harlem Shake was my biggest screw up.
Look it up. Don't look it up.
That actually is the worst thing, one of the worst things on our channel, I think.
Yeah. I misspelled Bonnie. I know.
You
Also,
spelled
you're misspelling the way that I
Boney.
misspelled Bonnie. Because I said Bonny, not Bony.
Bony. Bony bunny.
and I misspelled it twice.
Allison Harvey wants to know, how was Kamikaze, and did you meet Encounterers?
I wasn't there. Yay!
Kamikaze was not so good.
How was not being at Kamikaze?
It was fantastic. I hosted a Spoopy Palooza, and I played
you
games
guys
all
come to
night,
that?
and it was fun.
Yeah. She's going to do it next year, too. And it'll go on this channel instead of the replayed.
Maybe we'll be on at that time.
This will
Maybe.
be 3 years in a row. Well, next year will be 3 years in a row.
So for us, Kamikaze was a big letdown.
It was kind of a bust. There were some tech problems this year that didn't exist. Like last year, we had the right size rooms.
Really?
Hey, idiot!
He's like, I'm gonna move all of the blinds.
So anyway,
So yeah, they mismanaged the
Please
rooms. They
leave.
mismanaged the tech. We had a number of problems that way. We had awesome turnout from other YouTubers though. We got to we had a panel with VJ from AV Byte and Nate Wants to Battle for just music stuff, and then we had a YouTubing one.
I learned a lot from those guys.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then we got to do kind of the same thing with Matt, Pat, and Gerard and Andre and Nate again. For just a regular YouTubing panel. So we got to hang out with cool people all weekend. We did get to meet some of you guys. Probably.
But see, there was a theme. There was a theme to, I think, the entire Kamikaze that was kind of a little depressing. In our panel with Matt and Gerard and Nate Wants to Battle and eventually Andre Meadows, we were, at the very beginning, we were announcing who we were, and it was packed full of people. There was standing room only, or sitting room only, as... Anyway, it was packed full of people, and we were going down, I'm Nate Wants to Battle, from Nate Wants to Battle, and giant cheers, and yeah, go, blah, blah. I'm Matt Pat from Game Theorist, yay, blah, blah, blah. I'm Gerard Khalil from The Completionist, yay, blah, blah, blah. I'm Peter from Random Encounters. Total silence. And finally, one person in the back says, oh yeah, in this...
It wasn't until somebody said musicals, right?
Yo, you're right, I'm Peter from Random Encounters. We make video game musicals? Still total silence. Finally, oh yeah. And that was honestly the theme throughout the convention. We were, it was everyone was like, oh, can I take a picture with you three? When AJ and I were standing next to Matt,
and then we move
Gerard,
away from the other guys so they
Nate,
can get pictures with them.
and it just felt really, really bad. I usually don't get bothered by the fact that we're so small, but for some reason it just really
hit home this time.
It hit home this time.
Yeah.
Because the fact is, when we make our videos, it's not, and this is maybe a mistake, but we're not YouTubers. We're not real YouTubers. We're filmmakers. And so when we make our videos, we're making videos about things, not about us. And it becomes really hard to have a presence that people care about to a large degree because of that. Because all of our stuff is standalone videos about another thing. Or in the case of Markiplier, about Markiplier.
I think Nate was the one actually to say they made musicals with Markiplier or something. I think he was the one that had to,
I didn't even remember that. Wow.
I almost think Nate is the one that had to jog their memory a little bit. They make musicals with Markiplier, and then somebody's like, oh yeah.
So that became became the running joke where
Yeah.
every time anything the whole panel was just oh yeah, and making fun of it, because what can you do? You don't yell at people, you don't get angry, you just have to laugh about it. So when Andre was late to the panel, and so when Andre came in, AJ was like, and here's Andre from Black Nerd Comedy, and we were all like, oh yeah. But everyone else cheered because everyone knows Andre.
There was another question about what conventions we're going to. I thought we'd hit that right now since we're talking about conventions. We are going to Animation on Display, which is near San Francisco in, I think, February. We go to that every year. It's a really good convention, especially if you like gaming and obviously
Is that on
animation.
Valentine's Day?
I don't remember.
I thought you said it's after Valentine's Day, but on the week of Valentine's.
Valentine's Day is always a Thursday, right? Or am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
You are wrong about that.
Yeah, it's the
It's always
14th.
the 14th.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at my phone because this isn't going to help. We're
Sparrow,
going to make a video or
if
something.
it's on Valentine's Day, I'll take you out in San Francisco.
Yay.
Point is, we're going to go to San Francisco next year, and also I think Las Vegas for Level Up. So we have at least 2 on the schedule, and they're not in LA. So if you're not in Southern California, there's a chance you might get to see us and hang out a little bit. We will try to get further, but the problem is we usually have a bunch of people, and no one wants to fly a bunch of people out there or even give us a bus for a bunch of people because that's expensive. So
And because no one knows our names.
yeah, people are more likely to take Matt Pat. He's like one guy, get one guy there and back again. People don't do that for take 4 people.
Well, if we were like a band.
Somebody was asking me to sing happy birthday, so for everybody who's watching that's your birthday, we're gonna sing happy birthday.
Okay.
All right, if it's your birthday today, here you go. Happy birthday. Oh, we're not allowed to do this. It's copyright.
No, didn't it come back out of copyright recently?
Happy
that's news I would
birthday
know.
is in free domain.
I think there was a big like hubbub and announcement that
It's been in free domain.
it's fine now or something.
Everybody in the world.
All right, we're
says
gonna
it.
do
Either
the
way.
fast version. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday
Happy birthday, dear
someone.
whatever your name is.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, we did it. Sorry.
YouTube's algorithms will never catch on to that.
They'll be like, what was that? I didn't catch it.
They'll Shazam it.
Anyway, happy birthday to everybody watching who is having a birthday or will have a birthday soon.
Or in the
Before
next
month.
year.
As I said, before the next month, because we can do this every month probably.
Oh. I say year.
You're like,
one happy birthday yearly.
A yearly happy birthday to everybody.
Our yearly happy birthday quota.
All right, what other questions have we been missing here?
Let's see here.
Question from Mary Kate: could Enos beat a monkey at chess?
Oh, I thought it said be a monkey.
Beat a monkey at chess. Professional opinions from the panel. Go.
Enos could because he's just lucky like that.
No, he's too fascinated with the monkey. He'd get distracted.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I guess I'm the deciding vote. I believe he could.
He might tear the face off first.
I believe they'd be evenly matched. I think Enos and the monkey.
Okay, to be fair, if we wanted to
are evenly
answer for real, if Mark can't beat a monkey at chess, Mark can. Oh, that doesn't work either.
But it took like 4
It did
people.
take 4 people. If Mark
Yeah.
can't by himself beat it, then probably Enos could.
Mark would have beat the monkey by himself.
I think it's a really good debate because I think Mark is prone in Resident Enos canon to struggle with things that Enos doesn't. I think that's just a general rule is, with the exception of certain natural
I don't
things
think
in the world.
Mark in Enos canon struggles with anything except to tolerate Enos.
I think Enos has a lot in common with the monkey, so it's almost more likely they'd become friends.
Interesting.
That's,
But I can imagine him doing like, we'll play chess with a monkey and we'll do another thing. Like, it could have been in the video.
Nice.
And thank you. I see some dissent that we are, in fact, real YouTubers and not fake ones.
Did
I
somebody
mean,
ask who we
it's-
are? Is that why there's like 20 billion?
No, we were talking about the incident.
No, because there's like
Oh.
AJ is this, I'm that,
Oh,
and Peter's
okay.
this.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, anyway.
So that, I think, is the official answer to whether or not Enos can beat a monkey at chess, is everyone's undecided and split about it. Other questions? Oops. Clapping. Can you...
You're in sync.
Buck Dash Gaming wants to know, could you make a musical about Markiplier?
We
Of course we
could. We're not
could.
going to.
We might if Mark hires us to like do a pants
Well,
song on
okay.
his channel or something.
That's
Fair.
right. We talked about doing a song about
yeah.
pants.
Yeah.
But why would we do a
Oh, that
musical
sounded
about
difficult,
Markiplier
though,
when
now that I think
Markiplier
about it.
can do his own musical about Markiplier?
Well, if we're getting paid.
Chances of that happening are like, meh.
Point is, Mark would potentially do a Markiplier musical. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't
But
thought about it because there's an awful lot of video games that we are supposed to video game musicals about.
yeah, that's the thing. We do musicals about things, not.
Yeah. So we've thought about things like that. Like,
I
we
mean,
could do one about Hillary Clinton. We could do one about Wonder
Donald
Woman.
Trump.
McDonald Trump.
McDonald Trump.
Okay, now we're doing a musical about McDonald Trump.
We could do a musical about like all sorts of things. Mark is somebody that we could actually probably get to come be in the musical about him. But unless he wants to do it, I don't
Like,
think we're gonna
why
come
would I
knock
do
his door
that
and be like,
instead of
"Hey."
Star Fox?
Exactly. And if we can, I had a dream about Star Fox last night.
nice.
I
Phoenix
dreamed that
Wright.
Mark was playing Falco. Actually, I dreamed Mark was Falco.
Did he yell Falk?
Falco.
Objection! You gotta do Phoenix Wright.
I know.
Yes, we do.
Anyway.
There are a lot of things we need to do.
Of all the things that we can do with Mark, I feel like I'd rather do other properties with him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Markiplier himself makes it as good a musical as like a movie or something like that. I know he's working on stuff right now, so I'm not gonna go be like, Mark, we need to do Markiplier musical, please. If he comes over and is like, Random Encounters, we have to do a Markiplier musical, I'll probably say yes, but. All right. Question: Apple or Android?
Android.
Android.
I have an iPhone.
That was not the
That
question.
he doesn't like.
That was sent
he
to me.
complains about it
That
all
was
the
sent to
time.
me by an encounterer. So, and I had an iPhone way back in the day, and I had to give it away because it was too expensive for me. I get to keep it now. So I like it because
He
it's
asked
cool.
in complete utter shock, they make a Twitter app? He asked this question.
Yeah,
He
that
was
did
so
happen.
blown away that there was a Twitter app.
I've been using a really old phone for a
He's
really
pretty
long time.
old. AJ's pretty old.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You're the oldest here.
Dark Remaster for 9-1. Will MatPat be in a FNAF musical?
That's all.
Maybe. He mentioned
broke
that
that
he
one.
had seen some of them, and that he
asked
thought
to
they were
be
pretty
in
cool.
one.
He didn't exactly ask to be one. He just said, if you guys need any help with anything, I'd love to do another
Oh,
music
come
video with
on,
you
Murder
guys.
Suit.
And we had some cool ideas to potentially get him to be in the FNAF musical.
We haven't actually talked to him explicitly
Come
about
on.
doing it,
We haven't
but
talked
we
to
have
him,
ideas.
and I don't want to talk more about that.
Yes.
Murder
No,
Suit.
no.
We're not gonna talk more about that.
Murder Suit.
Is Random Encounters part of the Illuminati? No, we're not.
Thank you, I was gonna
Murder
answer
Suit.
that.
But
Also,
if-
we
but
wouldn't
if we-
even tell you if we were
Exactly.
because we then would have to kill you.
Exactly.
Like, no.
So I'm gonna answer no. You can figure out what that means for yourself.
Go on the deep web. You might find some answers.
Don't go there. It's
Steve
scary.
is a bad place.
It's not that scary.
I know it's not.
You
I've
just
been there.
gotta know how to navigate. That's
I've been
all.
there. It's just really confusing.
It is. Like,
Samantha
there's-
wants to know, would Enos mind if he's featured in a Markiplier fan game? I don't think he would mind.
No, he wouldn't.
Enos is cool with things like that.
You'll probably get a lot of his backstory wrong, but that's okay. We haven't revealed that yet.
It's okay. He doesn't have backstory. We're not even sure he's a real vampire.
That came up in question.
That did,
recently.
many
Everybody
times.
on set was
Yeah.
really questioning whether or not Enos is an actual vampire.
It's
or not.
true.
Yeah, because he doesn't drink blood.
Yeah,
So we think.
there's some question about it. What time is it? Is the question from Maggie.
It's actually
here.
just about 1:00 p.m. right now.
Oh my goodness.
Just about.
Oh man, that's usually when we end.
Yeah.
Well, we got a little bit of time. We can go a few more questions. That's in California in America. So America is very big. It has a lot of time zones.
It's not that big.
It is. It's quite big.
Africa's bigger.
Okay, well, that's a continent.
So is
America's
America.
like a continent, basically.
Well, if you're referring to United States of America, that's a country the size of a continent. But America itself is, in fact, a continent that is much bigger than America.
Well,
United
America
States
is
of
two
America.
continents.
That's also true. It's so awkward.
Yeah,
what,
America.
what is two continents? What it landmass?
Yeah.
The landmass of America?
I'm sure there's like a
Plate tectonics.
Because there would be like three landmasses. America
like
America
a
landmass.
megaclonic landmass or something
friggin-
technical like
I
that.
don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Megatonic landmass. I'm gonna make up that.
That sounds
See how
pretty
people
awesome.
start using it. Oh,
Worms the musical.
Worms the musical.
Thought about it.
Okay.
That would be fun.
We did have an idea to do a claymation of Worms as a
Oh
musical.
yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, but there are so many things to do.
So difficult.
Yeah, and
There's
we're
so
like,
much stuff. Yeah.
when we did Pac-Man the musical, like everybody in the world knows what Pac-Man is. If we did Worms the musical, like, this little section of gamers would know. So, and it's not that little, but the fact is, it's not Pac-Man the musical.
Question: where is Enos from? Or what is Enos from? I don't remember which. Miss Bird and I have a very different answer than AJ on this subject.
Well, no matter
No,
what,
no. Where is Enos from? That is like, where is
the
he
character.
from?
Yeah, not his origin.
If you scroll up, I'm pretty sure it actually said, "What is Enos from?" I.e., is he a parody of something?
What
Yep,
is
there it
Enos
is.
from?
What is Enos from?
From our brains. Well, from his brain.
AJ was standing in the shower one day,
Oh, yes.
and he came out of the shower once he was done showering.
Guys, I have an idea. I figured out his name. I figured it out. I was looking down, and I said, Enos! That's his name! True story.
He doesn't remember this.
He doesn't.
Anyway,
Here's what I remember. I remember that I came out of the shower,
Uh-huh.
and we were struggling to come up with a good horror Halloween project. And I remember it wasn't until in the shower that I thought, what if we have an obnoxious sparkly vampire, because Twilight has made sparkly vampires popular. So I was the first person to come out and say, we should do a musical about sparkly vampire who's trying to make friends with people, and he's super annoying. So that part definitely came from the shower. I'm sure that I wanted to call him Enos because I thought it was funny. And I know somebody actually named Enos.
You literally said, "I looked down."
What I'm sure I said is, I'm sure I did say it. I am also pretty sure I did not have to look down to come up with that. But I probably said it because it sounded funny.
I believe you. I'm still gonna make fun of you forever for it.
Well, I was gonna say, because you do the same thing.
I do.
Sometimes you just like exacerbate it a little further.
Yeah, you tweak the like timing of
Yeah.
the thing to make it funnier or something.
So
yeah.
I mean, in a shower, I'm sure I looked down.
So
at some
Peter's
point.
looks
I
down.
probably didn't like look down and be like, I have a great idea now. It was probably I was thinking about it. I'm like, that'd be really funny. And then you come out and say, I looked down and I thought, Enos. That's the name of it.
So anyway,
Point is, Enos the Vampire was an original creation while taking a
How
shower.
about blood synthetic? Does he drink that?
Synthetic blood?
Yeah, there's some.
No,
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 he's
that's,
not a vampire.
That's yucky.
no,
He's not
he is a vampire.
He is a vampire.
That's
I
like
don't
saying
believe it.
that's like
That's the type of
saying that
creature.
I'm
human.
sorry,
That's,
no.
that's
What
like,
happens if a vampire doesn't drink blood?
He dies.
Okay, so Enos is able to not die.
So he is
I
not
think
a
that's-
vampire. The end.
Where he has such a minimal bloodlust. Just like, okay, we talk, not to get inappropriate here, but we talk about asexual people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Enos is a dietary. He doesn't need to ingest
What if
anything
Enos only like one day of the year? You know, his cycle. What if
He, like, has
sparkly
a toast,
vampires
like, once a
have
year?
a blood cycle where they have to once a year like consume a huge amount of blood or they die?
Like he drinks a rhinoceros dry and he's like, there,
and,
I'm good.
and this is why he's so like crazy and silly because he's so traumatized by that one day a year that he has this urge
No.
to like eat everything around him.
No.
I like that a lot better.
Enos does not drink blood. He doesn't need to.
Okay,
Sparkly vampires don't operate under the same rules.
fair enough.
Like, Twilight would have you believe otherwise. But if you believe Twilight's canon over our canon,
There's something wrong, not with us.
like I'm
I
not gonna
really hate
refute
to
that.
say this, but I like Twilight a little more because they follow the lore a little better. I can't believe I'm saying it because I hate those books so
Well, then
much.
there's
And we
clearly a
can't believe we're
problem
saying it
with you.
either. Yeah, I was
There
gonna
it
say,
is.
I would be too ashamed to say that. So,
Anyway,
There it is
Okay.
on the record.
All right.
moving down.
so Miss Bird has established she likes Twilight better than Resident
Miss
Enos.
Bird likes Twilight. It's her favorite book.
You know, if Twilight had Markiplier in it, probably a lot of people would like it better.
It's
White
true.
Oleander is my favorite book.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
It's a
Do you-
book.
did you
Well,
hear-
like, I
All
thought
right, we answer this one pretty regularly, but let's do a speed round version of it. Penny Janix wants to know, when did you start Random Encounters and how did you start it, / did a single person start it? Started in 2011, June of 2011. It was technically, there was already a musical ready. It was a Sonic the Hedgehog one called Needle Mouse. You can find it on our channel. It's a pretty fun song. We made that for a Sonic the Hedgehog contest that was going on about a year earlier. So it was like 2010, I think, was when that happened. So we had one musical already, saw how well that did, and said, let's make an entire channel about it. So Peter and I made Random Encounters the YouTube channel and put that musical on, along with started more of them, like Sing It Chew was our first one, I think. So didn't get started by a single person.
There we go.
Got started by two of the
It
people.
got started by Aaron Weber from Sega.
We've joked about that. Autumn, what does the fox say? All right, let's take guesses. What does the fox say, everybody?
Wah.
Does he say like, wing, ding, 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 ding,
No,
or something
no,
like?
he says wah.
Oh, he says wah?
Yeah.
Does he say myrrh? You're mad because we joked about Twilight. Okay. I don't know what the fox says. Wait, he says, come on! When you push the taunt button. That's what
Okay.
he says.
Fair enough.
That's what the fox says. How did you meet Mark? Was another question.
Magic.
Actually, we sent out an email for him and for Ego Raptor, Aaron from Game Grumps. And we were looking for somebody who was willing to play Captain Falcon, and we thought either of them would do a really good job. I don't think we ever heard back from Aaron. I just know within a couple hours, Mark was like, I'll do it. And that was the end of it. I was like, okay. So that's how we met Mark. The
Yeah.
first time we physically met him was recording all those like Falcon Punch sounds and stuff like that. And it was really like kind of surreal and crazy to just have him like walk into the building like, all right, let's get the microphone set up and I'm just gonna start yelling Falcon. How's that? It's like I barely met this guy, but it's really fun to be like just have him scream like oh, let's do an ice cream eating noise. He's crazy guy. Really fun to meet.
Question. Why do you guys look tired? Because we're always tired.
All right.
Because we go to sleep at like 5 in the morning and then wake up at 11 in the morning to
Real
do a
talk.
live stream.
Real talk. We have Enos going on. We've got 2 or more nights of FNAF kind of going on. We usually have some behind the scenes things. We have a second channel with Let's Playing going on now. And then we've actually had company over like 4 times this week.
And
We haven't caught a break yet. We're waiting.
At the beginning of the month of this week, we were also in a meeting with Sega. We can't
Sure.
tell you much about it, except that we've been doing
That's
a
an
lot of
ongoing-
headhunting for it.
Yeah, so that's an ongoing project. My car broke down. I just got it back a week ago. We had a convention less than a week ago. That's why we're tired. That's why we're sick. That's why a bunch of things.
Basically,
We're gonna be okay.
we work hard. We work really hard to give you guys
That was a
what
question,
we do.
actually.
Yeah.
We mentioned that a lot of YouTubers work really hard, and there are a few YouTubers out there that are kind of lazy to Sega because we're warning them, like, make sure you get the hardworking ones. And they're like, so which kind are you? And we're like, we're the hardworking ones. We work hard.
Also, we don't wear makeup. That would take away some of the tired from my face.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like,
Fair.
ugh, gross.
Plus,
Yeah,
I hate makeup.
screw that.
We already talked about makeup. If I'm going to wear makeup, it's going to be green.
Makeup. Except this has come from a guy who has his own concealer bottle.
I do. Because I got a lot of acne. It's yucky. I used to have a lot of acne. I'm actually pretty okay now. But. So if you have acne, just want to throw this out there. You're not an ugly person. You're not scary or creepy. You're normal. You're normal, and I have that in common with you. We all have that probably in common with you. So,
He doesn't have acne.
It's true.
okay, well, you know, even my dad
have
at
other
like
issues,
60
like
something
smelling.
And you don't have
complains
acne.
about it.
You have stress knee.
Stress knee.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
my knee is so stressful. I used to, though. In school, I used to. Like, all the way up through college, I think I did. So, you're right. Nowadays, it's more or less, like, stress knee kind of stuff.
I'm
but-
also in your boat when
So-
I get stressed or angry, and then I just break out everywhere.
Yeah.
It's usually on my back.
Also, if I have a lot of chocolate. Unfortunately, chocolate's bad for my skin.
Aw.
Really?
Yeah, I
Can we
think so.
slather it on, see what happens?
No, but I've noticed that I used to eat chocolate chips, like, out of the bag, like, stress eating, kind of like, So I used to, like, get myself chocolate chips, and I just sit and eat chocolate chips.
Fun fact, there's
Terrible
still
for
chocolate
acne.
chips in the fridge.
Yeah, I should do that
Delicious.
more often. You'd see a lot more acne. if I started doing that. So anyway, acne, it sucks, but you'll be okay. I promise. And even if you're not, people will embrace you anyway because you have a good personality. Other questions?
I was about to answer a question, and then Nefenjo answered it.
I was gonna say thank you to Nefenjo. We have a number of common encounters that have been here for years that keep track of some of your questions too. So take their word for it. Nefenjo's a good one.
Yeah.
For all the
Kat
questions
helps.
of can you do blank musical? Of course we can do that musical.
Will
Like,
we?
Yes.
Maybe
I
not.
mean, it depends. Yeah, exactly. It depends on our schedule, the popularity, if we're interested in it, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of factors that go into making a musical, not just like, oh, can you make this musical?
All right.
Yes.
Here's like my favorite question of the day right here. Mala. Question. What are some new musicals you guys are working on now?
Phoenix Wright.
None.
But what are some that we
Technically.
expect to be working on?
Phoenix
Okay.
Wright.
Phoenix Wright is one that we have expected to be working on
For years.
For like literally at least a year straight.
Yeah, 3. It's
Well, I'm
closer to 3.
just saying we knew
Okay.
like last
Okay,
year.
okay, fair,
I
yeah.
genuinely believe this year we'd get
We
to
were
it.
this close. We were this close.
And then FNAF.
We talked to people. We were so close. And then FNAF. So you want to know why I don't like FNAF? Because it took Phoenix Wright away from me. That's why I don't like FNAF.
But the Phoenix Wright musical will be so much better the longer we have to spend on it.
We're not spending any time on it yet.
Okay.
All right. So Resident Enos, FNAF Nights 4 and 5, the Phoenix Wright
Phoenix
musical,
Wright.
League of Legends musical, probably an engineer musical or a pyro musical.
All of the TF2 characters
Um,
will have musicals from us at some point.
Right.
I can pretty much guarantee that.
There's a musical about Sonic the Hedgehog that we're
That's
gonna
been
do
on the
one
board
day.
for a while. We got to Slender finally this year. I'm
Yes,
glad for
we
that
did
because
get to
that's been on
Slender.
the board for a while.
And that turned out really good. I really like that song.
I feel like we did justice
Yeah,
to that one.
I think we
Animal
did.
Crossing has been on our list. I would like to see us have that up within the next year. Although that one I think is the most ambitious of all of them. Phoenix Wright is a very ambitious video. Animal Crossing is probably like 2 of those or 3 of those.
Yeah. It's unclear whether we're going to be doing a Star Fox musical or not. That's kind
Yeah.
of up in the air. We talked
I'd
about
like
it.
to. We'll see.
But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think those are the
It kind of
primary
depends
ones.
on Nintendo.
Yeah, so hypothetically, the soonest ones are finishing Resident
I
Enos
feel
and
like there
doing
was
2
one
nights
more
of FNAF.
big one. Oh, crap. It was in the vein of League of Legends and,
Call of Duty.
no, that's
I did think about doing a Star Wars one recently.
fair.
I was like, the movie's coming out.
It is coming out.
Should we we've got a Darth Vader helmet in there.
We've done a Star
It's
Wars
not even
musical.
it's not even the calculator
true.
one. It's a legit Darth Vader helmet. So I was like,
Oh,
maybe
man.
we should do a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of what the other.
Well, we gave you a big list. Those are all on the. We're definitely doing those, except for Phoenix Wright, which apparently has been on the definitely list for years and hasn't gotten done. So we'll see. Anyway, it will. I think.
Wee.
To be fair, that's the same with League of Legends. That's also been on the. We really need to do this right now. We haven't done it.
Yeah.
For years.
Let's grab a couple more questions. Emily Slade wants to know if we're going to collab with Danny from Game Grumps because he's got a good singing voice.
Somebody else want to
Maybe.
know if we're gonna collab with Brizzy Voices.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically, anybody on YouTube that can sing, or even some people that can't sing, are like on our like potential
Our
collab
hit list.
Yeah, so it's like we're pretty open. Right now, because of the projects we're doing, things like FNAF, we're not headhunting new people, especially. We're just trying to get through the projects that we know who we have to work with. So, for example, Star Fox, if we do that, I think working with Game Grumps to do Star Fox would be really cool. So, but we'll see. We will see about that. Any YouTubers possible.
Yeah.
Isn't it like time?
It basically
Just
it's
about.
definitely time-ish.
Here's
maybe
one for
or two
Diamond
more.
Place. I was gonna say we'll run through the
Questions.
last. If you have a question, we're gonna do the last set of questions. So go ahead and post them now. We'll probably answer 2 that we missed and then take one new one. All right. How do you come up with all the lyrics for the musicals? What's the process usually? Because we just talked in the panel at Kamikaze about this, and it was
Yeah.
interesting. I'm pretty sure Nate just kind of plows through it, and he said he usually starts with music, then adds lyrics. With AV Byte, it was interesting because they were saying usually we're finishing the music up until like time to shoot, and then usually there's some rough lyrics, but they'll kind of tweak and change them as they perform them on set.
It's very evident that they do that.
Well, it's
Most of them suck.
whoa. That's not a common opinion. We'll put it like that. But they will be flexible about what the wording is for a lot of the parts of the song so that they can adjust it.
Wait. You're telling me that people actually like laud their lyrics? As
I don't
something
know if
amazing?
people laud their lyrics. I just know that people like their channel.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Like a million people like their channel.
They do
Like,
good content, sure, but
less
their
than
lyrics
200,000
suffer.
people like our channel.
Their lyrics are their weak point, in my opinion.
All right. Well, either way, I would agree that I think it's better if one person focuses on it so that if you have one person to focus on it. If you don't have a lyricist, then it's kind of all bets are off. We have had group meetings, for lack of a better term, during recording stuff where somebody's like, what if we change this line? Or I've said, I don't like this line, can we change it? So there are things that we've workshopped as well, just not as much as like AV Byte. For us, I tend to do all the lyrics myself, and then Miss Bird will say that's stupid or that makes no sense. We may change it, we may not. Somebody else during recording might say it wrong over and over again and say it feels more natural, and we'll say fine, let's do it that way. So
It's awful, not waffle. It's fine to me.
by the way, my shirt, if you wanted to read it better, says Beard Salute. We'll do one in like 5 minutes. And you can find it in the shop. So if you have a t-shirt you want to find in our shop, you can find our shop from our YouTube homepage. All right, last couple questions. Let's see. How about this one? Oops. Where was it?
We're American, not British.
I don't know, AJ.
Maybe we're British. We could do some British
I'm
voices.
so bad at Cockney.
Oh,
This is my Cockney accent.
what are you?
Now you're doing more.
My Cockney accent.
He saw. He
I
saw.
don't know.
Australian. I was looking for. There was one about Peter falling down in
Oh.
Slender, and I never get tired of
It
listening
was
to Peter talk
literally.
about
It
falling
was
down.
literally just. Did it hurt?
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Well, did it?
I mean, sure. It
Okay.
hurt. Do I still have it? No, the bruise is gone. I had a really nasty. Ooh, hi.
Hi.
I had a really nasty bruise for a while, and my back kind of hurt. But it's whatever. These things happen, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, Stinky Pig, if you want to send letters, and to anybody else, if you want to send letters, message us either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or something like that.
I usually respond.
Yeah, Miss Bird tends to run our social stuff, so you can just do that.
Have I ever wanted to cave someone's head in?
Yes.
All the time.
She wants
You don't
to
know
cave.
the half of it.
She wants to cave my head in like at least
I
three
don't
times a
know.
week.
It's not. No, it's not you. It's just. It's other reasons. I plead the fifth on the other reasons.
Fair
but
enough. Probably wise.
Yep.
Oh, the other musical that you were thinking of, Peter, was I think Yandere Simulator.
Oh yes.
I can't
We haven't
believe how
talked too much
down
about it.
Dodger was down.
She
for that.
was so
I was
down
like,
for that.
yes.
So
Well, we
that's,
assumed that.
that's hopefully happening.
So Yandere Simulator was the last one. You can look that up if you don't know what it is.
We were like,
I am so on board to help with that.
We were like, so Dodger, what do you think about Yandere Simulator? And she was like, oh, I mean, it's, it came out too early. Like, it's weird to play the early stuff before the game is done. And we're like, no, a musical. You as Yandere. And she was just like, yes. It was beautiful.
All right,
It was
so-
very
It
Dodger.
really was.
It was so Dodger.
We'll hit this one and maybe one more. I know you guys are.
There's no
vocal.
question in front of it. We can't read it.
Oh, you don't want to. I just thought you guys would relish the opportunity to voice your thoughts a little bit.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Moving on.
We won't read that one then. Apologies to whoever you are.
And no one knows what we just saw,
I
which is
know.
probably a good.
All right, so
Let's
here are
see
some
here.
of the newer ones.
Undertale musical. No, not yet.
Only once it's 4 years old and no one cares about it anymore.
But there will be a Let's Play soon.
True.
So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Oh, we should, instead of answering a question, talk about our Let's Plays.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
You want to talk about Let's Plays?
The fact
It's okay.
that so basically we're at least temporarily after the year is out going to be shutting down our Let's Plays and stopping
You guys are like, that was fast.
because we gained no traction. We didn't really enjoy it enough, or we didn't enjoy putting the videos up and having like 4 comments and one of the comments always being something really negative. So
Like, the sound sucks.
No,
It's
you
out
know
of
what? I
sync.
get that one pretty much all the time.
yeah. So we're shutting it down for now because we can take all of the resources we spent in the last 6 months and attempt to, instead of funneling them into something that's not working, funnel them into making more musicals. So we're going to be looking for a new workflow for making a second musical every month. We tried that once before and it didn't go well because we were trying to just do the same thing.
We also had
always do.
jobs back
We
then.
also did have jobs, but so instead we're going to try to find a way to make a smaller musical and then a bigger musical and find a workflow that works for us that will get you guys more content that you're actually watching.
You know, last time I did that, Lolcats was the first one released like that.
And it was a mistake, so we have to
So let's
figure out
not
a
do
good
that
way.
again.
But by the
Yeah.
end of next year, hopefully we will be producing 2 musicals a month. One of them really decent and one of them really amazing.
I think you guys would like having a musical up every other week, and I think we would enjoy getting through more videos faster that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be good for our channel if we can be doing that. I'm just not sure how hard it's gonna be because
It's going to be really
it probably
hard.
requires more work than like the 3 of us can achieve. So
Yes.
we might have to start working more with other people from outside,
Mm-hmm.
but keeping it all consistent. So we'll see how that goes. But that is the plan.
Hey,
is
I can help you.
backing away from Let's
He said
Play.
all 3 of us.
We can keep it in the circle if you
I
want.
said all 3 of us. And I
But then you said outsource
it might be
it.
too hard for all 3 of us to do.
That's-
And when? No.
He literally
No, it's not going to be hard for all 3 of us
Yes,
to do.
it will.
If we
Alright,
work
won't be hard.
together, we'll do it.
With teamwork.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Either way, I think we can do something. So I think that's what the direction is going to be. We'll still do some Let's Playing probably occasionally just for like special event stuff. But yeah.
and that Let's Playing probably will go on this channel.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking about doing a holiday stream
Okay,
like
nice.
I did with
Like
Spoopy
Spoopy
So something like, I don't know,
yeah. So I don't want to.
holiday extravaganza, I don't know.
Santa's Slay, the video game.
Something.
I don't want to shut down Replay exactly because I think it's a cool
Santa's
idea for a channel.
Rampage.
But
I agree. We
I
need
feel-
to we need to keep the name. We need to keep the channel because
Yeah.
one day we might be able to have a Let's Playing branch. But
Or I'll
it's,
just steal it and just
for
put it on.
now,
Naruto.
it'd be better to focus on growing our musical channel because that's what you guys all know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna focus on the musical channel harder.
I know some of you
Harder,
love
faster, stronger.
our replay channel, so I apologize to those of you
Yeah.
who do.
But you know,
But
It happens.
growth. It's
but you
growth.
were gonna play Mario Maker, and we were so excited for Mario Maker.
yeah, and then
Not Mario
everybody complained
Maker.
about Mario Maker too much.
Super Mario RPG, that one. My
Oh
bad.
yeah, I didn't
Oh.
want to do that immediately
Yeah.
because I'm like, I'm not a good enough Let's Player yet.
I didn't want to
so-
do Mass Effect immediately for the same reason.
I honestly don't think it'd make a big difference. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing that you guys that are watching Luigi's Mansion over there now, or Star Wars Battlefront, or whatever like that, you guys would have watched that too. And those people that would only watch those things, they would walk away after that was done anyway. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Anywho.
last question. Let's do one last question.
Go to the very bottom.
The last
Yeah.
of the questions. This was
Are
very.
you
long.
doing any Christmas specials?
We already answered that.
Did we?
Sort of. Oh, musical
Yeah.
But we don't know the answer to that, so we can't.
I was gonna say I can't answer that one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Every year we do, but we not like we're talking about it.
You
so.
know where Finland is? Not in America. I know that much.
All right, Lottie got the last question.
Go, Lottie.
Lottie asks, "Do more Enos stuff?" Question
No.
mark.
Bless you.
All right, so the answer to doing more Enos stuff is that we're taking things one at a time. We'll see what happens. The plan in us doing a second Enos,
Bless you.
Gesundheit,
Thank you.
was actually possibly getting to do an entire series of it. So I don't want to get your hopes up.
With a certain big company.
But that was actually the pitch, was when we were offered basically financing to do a second one. The idea was, show us what you can do with the second one, and we will decide, we the people with the money, will decide whether or not we would like to see more of this as an ongoing thing. I can't promise who would be in it. I can't promise whether it would even feel the same anymore if it did continue. But we have a lot of really fun ideas.
We do.
Some really magical ideas, and I think I can tell you that at least Dodger sounds interested in doing additional ones. She had ideas for episodes herself.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I can say about doing more Enos. I hope we do, because I like the characters. I think you guys too. And I like working with those two that act in it with us.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see.
I like Dave's part and the bandit.
I was going to say, there are
Miss
more
Bird wants
characters.
a spin-off show about
Just
Dave
with
and the
them.
Bandit,
We're not
which
even
is
supposed to
more possible.
We're not even supposed to be talking about one of those characters.
Good point.
Why not?
Wah, because it's a spoiler.
didn't
You heard
know
it here
that.
first.
But I mean, we did post
It's
pictures.
already
I
a
was gonna
spoiler.
say,
Everybody knows
the
that
point,
the bandit
the point
exists.
is,
Well, we should
according,
stop talking about it.
according to our ideas, that's not impossible.
Yes. So, and just to wrap things up, the new Resident Enos video actually does have a name. It's called Resident Enos Monster Gulch. And we're
And
gonna,
it will be up either in November or December of this
Yes. So if that gives you any indication, that's what going forward, what it's being called is Resident Enos Monster Gulch, and we'll see if a series comes out of this or not. But thank you guys for watching today. I hope we got to your question, and if we didn't, when the video's over and this turns into comments, you could go to the video comments and leave us more questions. Don't do it while it's a chat though, because YouTube wipes the chat.
year. Yes.
So come back later today if you have a question that didn't get answered that you want to still put out there. So anything you guys want to say before we sign off?
Bye.
That's a good thing to say.
I guess I want to say beard salute.
A beard salute? I got
Yeah.
the t-shirt for that.
You
so.
do.
Yeah, all right, we'll do it all together. Thanks, guys, and do check back, I guess, on Monday on Let's Replayed for a stream, and then something new
Don't
coming
hit
out
the
later this
button.
month.
Don't hit the button immediately.
I know.
Okay.
All right,
This.
see you guys later.
Right.
AJ, here we go.
I hate it.
Beard salute.
Beard salute! Ooh! Oh, my voice is like, ooh!
And now we wait a little bit and.
Do I hit local recording too?
Wait, local recording's going?
No, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
asking 'cause
No,
there's
no.
only
Copy
one
this.
way to shut this down.
Gotcha. No, just the second one.
Okay.